Welcome to Culross, one of Scotland's most perfectly preserved historic villages. This royal borough grew wealthy in the 16th and 17th centuries thanks to coal and salt trade. Walking these streets today is like stepping back in time. The layout, the buildings, even the cobbles have hardly changed in centuries. Culross is a historic, picturesque village located on the north shore of the Firth of Forth in Fife, Scotland, renowned for its 17th century white Harold houses. So I've just parked up in Culross. Car park's very busy. It's a Sunday afternoon. Car parking is free. There's plenty of spaces along here, even though it's quite busy. Just walking into the village now, and there's a little pier here. I'm just going to try it. Takes you out to the water here. Water's very peaceful down here, very still. So this is the pier here, you can walk along. From here, the village is just at the back of us. Just across the water there, you've got Grangemouth. So let's take a walk into Culross itself. This is the heart of the village, the main street where merchants once traded goods and crafts. Many of these buildings date from the 17th century with their iconic Harold walls painted in earthy tones. If you look carefully, you'll see the inscriptions above doorways marking past owners or construction dates. Culross has been featured in Outlander and other period dramas because of its authentic, historic charm. The townhouse, sometimes called the Cobbled, was built in 1626, after the palace was already established. It's a municipal building, originally the village's courthouse, meeting place and prison, not a home. Numerous suspected witches, mostly women, were held in the attic, tortured and forced to confess. Over 30 women from Culross were accused, often facing brutal conditions, sleep deprivation and execution, with many believed to have been held in the Tolbooth before trial. The witch prison, the townhouse or Tolbooth, contained cells in the attic where accused witches were held under harsh conditions. So I'm just going to head now to Culross Palace, which is a late 16th to early 17th century merchant house, built as a grand residence for Sir Bruce of Carnock, one of the most successful merchants of the time. Despite the name palace, it was never a royal residence. It was a private townhouse, a very wealthy one, sometimes called the Great Lodging. This is me just coming up to it now. So you may wonder why this palace is so bright in colour. This is King's Gold. It's a traditional lime finish called Harrow, used to protect the stone from the Scottish rain, but more importantly, it was the ultimate status symbol. In a world of grey stone, this vibrant yellow told everyone you were rich, royal, and very important. There's a little cafe just next to the palace. It's called Bessie's Cafe, open from 10 AM. Serves fresh scones, cakes and lunch items. I'm currently heading up the famous Hagged Steps here in Culross. If you've never been here, this village is one of the best preserved 17th century spots in all of Scotland. As I climb these narrow stone stairs, you can really feel the history beneath your feet. It's quiet, it's steep, and it feels like a total time machine. If you come to Culross, I would say it's well worth the hike up to the Hanging Gardens. The town looks so picturesque from up the top here. You can see right across the village and right across the Firth of Forth. As I look over the wall here, you can see the palace in the gold colours and onto the garden. Back in the 1600s, a garden like this wasn't just for looks. It was a pharmacy, a grocery store, all in one. The walls surround the palace from here. It's a great little walk right round the palace. Narrow steps and very picturesque. A quiet wander through the village that feels like it hasn't quite decided which century it's in. I pass a doorway dated 1796, then head up the cobbled street towards the Meerkat Cross Monument. Try not to trip on the stones that have been here far longer than I have. Along the way, there are hints of Culross's darker past, including a sign warning of witches, which feels entirely appropriate in a place this medieval. From the cross, I make my way back down towards the Abbey, wandering past the colourful houses and narrow lanes. It's peaceful, atmospheric, and just the sort of village where you half expect a local to appear and accuse you of sorcery. I walk up towards the ruins of Culross Abbey church, following a path that has been used for centuries. This abbey was founded in the 13th century by Cistercian monks and once formed the spiritual heart of the village, a place of prayer, routine and quiet devotion. Like much of Scotland's religious history, it didn't escape upheaval. The abbey was partly destroyed during the Scottish Reformation in the 16th century, leaving behind arches, weathered walls and gravestones that still hint at medieval religious life. Even in ruin, there's a sense of order and calm here, as if the place hasn't entirely forgotten its purpose. Some of the stone from the abbey was later reused in nearby buildings, meaning fragments of this sacred place are still woven into the village itself. It's a quiet reminder that history isn't locked away. It's built in the walls, underfoot on the cobbles, and very much part of everyday life here in Culross. So if you've came to Culross and you're a little bit hungry, you've toured round the village and you're looking for somewhere to eat, I would recommend the Red Lion. That's where I am just now. They do a lovely steak pie dinner, so I'm going to pop in there and get a steak pie. So let me show you what the Red Lion looks like. Entry to the Red Lion is at the rear of the building. I'm sitting outside with the menu, which worked out just fine as I hadn't booked in advance. Inside was fully booked, so I definitely recommend reserving a table if you plan to eat indoors. Ordering is simple. You head inside, give your table number at the bar, pay there, and your food is brought out to you. Even sitting outside, it was comfortable and relaxed, making it an easy, enjoyable stop. The bill came to £17.70 for my iron brew and steak pie with chips. I must say, it was delightful. Just what I needed after my day in Culross. Well folks, that was an excellent steak pie in the Red Lion. Really enjoyed that. So if you've enjoyed my video today, if you could give me a big thumbs up, and if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be awesome. Until the next one folks, bye for now.